Hi everyone. Today we will discuss factoring trinomials, one of most frequently used factoring method. So please listen carefully. First one, we will discuss multiplication first. In here, we have two terms, right? So two factors, product of two factors, you can use the FOIL method. So x times x is here, and 5x, 3x must be here, and 15 is here, right? So final result is here. So we say this is the multiplication. Now our main concern is to find the factoring from the polynomial. So here, this is a factoring. Okay, if you think the multiplication process backward, you can find the factoring here. First term you have x squared, so just below the x squared, please try to find the two terms whose product is x squared. So in this case definitely x and x, right? And for the number, you must find the two numbers whose product is 15. But at this point, I copy 3 and 5, but 1 and 15 is another possibility, right? 1 times 15 is 15. But at this moment, you must think one more things. By mental math, cross multiply. One thing is 3x, another thing is 5x. Now, please ask to yourself, with 3x and 5x, by adding or subtracting, can you make this one 8x? I think you can answer yes. But with 1x and 15x, by adding or subtracting, it is not possible to make a 8x. Okay? So that's why I choose 3 and 5. Then the first line is your first factor, x and 3, which appears here. And second row, x and 5, which means x plus 5 here. Okay. We need practice to understand this concept. So here in this lecture, we have some more exercise. Okay, first one, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Again, you must copy two terms whose product is x squared. Yes, only x and x, right? And next one is we must find the two numbers whose product is 6. I will show you all trial and error. I can start with 1 and 6 because 1 times 6 is 6, right? Now, what is the cross multiplication? 1x, 6x. With 1x and 6x, can you make 5x? Yes, it is possible if 1 is negative, right? But in here, we have a positive 6, which means negative 1, positive 6 is not possible. We must have the same sign. So positive 1, positive 6, or negative 1, negative 6. Please note that with these two numbers, it is not possible to make a 5x. Good? So let me erase some part. 1 and 6 does not work. How about 2 and 3? Yes, 2 times 3 is 6. And cross multiplication, this is 2x. This is 3x. Now, sum is 5x, which is here. So factoring done. First row, x plus 2. Second row, x plus 3. Okay. Okay, next one. Very similar one, but the coefficient of x is negative 5. How can you handle this one? X, 2 and 3. To make a negative 5, both must be negative. But still, negative 2 times negative 3 is a 6. Right? So again, if I copy this one, this is negative 2x. This is negative 3x. So sum is negative 5x here, right? So what is the factorial result? First row, so x minus 2. Second row, x minus 3. Okay. Let me keep moving. Wow. X and x. You have all again two different choices, 1 and 6. I will show you all trial and error. At first, please think positive sign only, and think with 1 and 6, is it possible to make x, I mean the 1x, by adding or subtracting? Yes, this is not possible, right? So 1 and 6 is not a good choice. In the case, how about 2 and 3? So this is 2x, this is 3x. So it's time to think the sign. You have a negative 6, so which means one of these two numbers must be negative, and sum must be positive 1x. So this is reasonable to make a negative 2 here, because this is a negative 2x, this is a positive 3x, now sum is x, right, here. So factorial result will be x minus 2, x plus 3. Okay, first row is the first factor, second row is the second factor. Very similar one, next one, x and x, 2 and 3. To make a negative x, you can make a negative 3 here. Okay, so first row, x plus 2, second row, x minus 3 is a factoring. Okay. Okay, next one, x and x. Two possibility, right? 1 and 6 or 2 and 3. Now it's time to think the sign. You have a negative 6, which means one of two numbers must be negative. But your sum must be positive 5x. So I think only this is the good choice, because this is a negative x, this is a positive 6x, now sum is a positive 5x, right? So it does not work here. So what is the factorial result? X minus 1, x plus 6. Good, we have two factors. Next one, x and x, 1 and 6. To make a negative 5x, I will choose this one as a negative 6. It works. So this is the first factor, x plus 1, and this is the second factor, x minus 6. Good. Okay, next one, x and x. I will show you wrong one first to show you why this does not work. If you decide 2 and 3, yes, definitely 2 times 3 is 6. But with 2x and 3x, please note that it is not possible to make a negative 7x, right? So 2 and 3 is not a good choice. So I will choose 1 and 6. The product is positive 6, which means 1 and 6 both positive and both negative. And the sum of cross multiplication is negative 7x. So -1, -6 is reasonable. Good. So first row, x minus 1. Second row, x minus 6. This is the factory. Very similar one, x 1 6. By looking, can you understand this? It works. X plus 1, x plus 6. Good. Now next one. Wow, a little bit bigger number, x and x. If you practice a lot, you can find the two numbers very quickly. Again, since this is our first time, I will show you all trial and error. I will choose 128. It's not possible to make a -11, right? So how about 2 and 14? By adding and subtracting, it is not possible to make a -11. Okay, I will erase this one. How about 4 and 7? Wow, 4 times 7 is 28. The sum of cross multiplication is a -11. So you can choose both negative. Okay, it works again. This is a -4x. This is a -7x. Now sum is here. Good. So when you write your two factors, don't close, just copy the first row and second row. So x minus 4 and x minus 7. Good. Wow, in the case you have x and x, same 28, but I will start with 4 and 7 and ask to yourself, with the 4 and 7, it is not possible, please understand, it is not possible to make a -12. Good. With the 4 and 7, you can make a 3, you can make a 11 by adding or subtracting, right? Not -12, which means 4 and 7 is not good choice. How about 2 and 14? Yes, with 2 and 14, by adding or subtracting, definitely we can make a -12. Now it's time to think the sign. -28 means one of these two factors must be negative, and the sum of cross multiplication is -12 here, so this must be -14. Good. So factoring result, x plus 2, x minus 14. Good. Okay, two more questions. X. Again, I will show you my trial and error. 1 and 16. Not possible to make a -8. Good. How about 2 and 8? With 2 and 8, it is not possible to make a -8 by adding or subtracting. So 2 and 8 is not a good choice either. So next one will be 4 and 4. Yes, with 4 and 4, we can make a -8. Since the product is a positive 16, both two factors must have the same sign. In the case, we can choose -4, -4. It works. I'm asking -4x, -4x. Now sum is -8x. Good. Okay, so two factors will be x minus 4, another x minus 4. When you have the two same factor, you can write x minus 4 squared. Good. How about next one? X and x. Let me again show you the trial and error. If you think 4 and 4, please note that with 4 and 4, it is not possible to make a -6, right? So 4 and 4 is not good choice. How about 2 and 8? 2 times 8 is 16, but negative 16. So one factor must have the negative sign. Yes, so definitely you can find this one is negative because this is a 2x, this is negative 8x, now sum is negative 6x, right? So your final factoring will be okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.